Welcome to Fueled by Forex. This is your host, Nick Ross. If you've been searching for a automated system with verified results and consistency, you're going to want to stick around and see what's in store for this video. The Medallion EA fills in all the gaps that other EA systems leave and solves a lot of the issues as to why automated systems fail. The Medallion focuses on drawdown control and uses a robust set of features to help keep you safe, meaning the markets can move against you massively and you're still okay. The software also provides a very consistent monthly return, and that return compounds, which leads to large results later down the line. Now, this software is picked up by six-figure traders trading on six-figure accounts, but the good news here is that you don't need a lot to get started. And that's what we're going to be going over in the video, and that's how the system works from start to finish, how much you need to get started, the minimum requirements you need to find in a broker, and then we're going to wrap up with the onboarding process for when you do make the purchase. So let's get started. The software utilizes two trading pairs, Euro-AUD and Euro-NZD. We use the 1 minute time frame, and a recommended starting balance is around $3,000. I have seen it run as low as $1,000. That comes up to your preference. But anyway, the software works by using an advanced auto hedging system that's based off a MACD indicator. This basically guides the software into buying and selling decisions. And what I mean by that is the software will scale in and out of trades in both directions that the market moves in order to generate a profit with a heavy focus on risk management. You know, it's not a standard grid or martingale EA, as each trade placed gets further and further away in pips from where it started, the last few trades being upwards of 100 pips between them. When it comes to risk management, we use an entire multitude of factors to help keep you safe. First off is the starting lot size, and we're using an example of the smallest, lowest settings on the smallest balance possible. So these are going to be bare bones, but keep in mind that this software scales to any size account. We have a starting lot size of 0.01, which directly reflects to the max lot size of 0.10. This helps keep you safe by saying you can only place trades up to this size and nothing higher than that. We use a max number of open orders to also keep you safe. In addition to that, we also use a pip distance, and as trading continues, the distance gets further and further out. This allows you to handle large market swings with keeping your account pretty safe. We also use a pip distance variable, which helps space out your trades, so your beginning trades will be close, and as time goes along, they will get further and further out, upwards of 100 pips between trades. This helps you keep safe during very volatile markets, so on days that your friends might have a bad day, you're going to be able to ride that out and end up having a good day. In addition to that, we also have some hard cutoffs, a max drawdown variable, which is completely customizable and comes at 30% stock. This stops all trading. Trades won't close, but no new trades will be placed. Now, this is editable because perhaps maybe you've gotten stuck and you want to continue hedging, right? So you can edit this variable, and if the market moves against you, well, the hedges will kick in and continue to generate you a profit, even though the market has moved very radically. Based off my experience, the market always returns and evens out, so it's just a matter of time until all those trades take profit and you continue trading as normal. This is just a safety factor placed, basically a set of brakes on the car in case things start going downhill. Now, it is very rare that things do go downhill, and that's part of the reason why we take all these precautions to help keep you safe. Most strategies out there are indeed profitable. The issue is when the markets move and they have no plan. If you have no plan, you're setting yourself up for failure, and that's one of the biggest things we focus on. Moving on from there, you're going to see the system consistently hitting take profits and generating small profits off of small lot sizes, which at the end of the day add up to big profits. And each month you'll be getting somewhere between 10 and 30% compounding profits. Now, Most people are chasing massive gains, massive wins, but what they don't understand is that this is a marathon and not a race. Next, I want to go over the MyFX book, which helps us strive to be 100% transparent and kind of helps set your expectations as for what you're getting yourself into. Now, this is a $3,000 starting balance account, and it started last October last year, and it's had a very consistent gain of about 18% profit per month. Now, the most concerning thing that might jump out at you is the drawdown, and I want to speak about the drawdown, right? A lot of people might look at that and say, oh no, 55% drawdown, that does not meet my needs. Oh, that's too much. And you know, one thing I want to explain here is really what is too much drawdown, because for the most part, 90% of systems actually reach 100% drawdown. So is 50% really too much? And if you really look at the figures here, you'll see that there's just a short spike of drawdown, you know, December 3rd, and by December 9th, it's back down to 4%. You can see, in general, we run very low drawdown with a small spike upwards. And again, one thing I want to reiterate is that 30% drawdown is normal for the Medallion EA. Now think about that, 30% is normal. Then you have a news event that spikes the market even further. All your friends are taking losses, they're going minus 100%, and your drawdown spikes up temporarily to 55%. And then just a couple days later, you're back to where you started, right? So to me, that explains is that the system is very robust. Every system out there, whether you're placing a buy or a sell, is eventually going to get trapped, either short or long. Meaning, no matter your strategy, you're eventually going to hit drawdown, right? It doesn't matter how big of an account you have, how small of a trade you place, eventually you're going to hit drawdown. And what matters is, how do you deal with that drawdown when you get there? What are your odds of recovery, right? The biggest thing is recovery, because many people go into drawdown and they stay there. They never get out no matter what they do. And that's one of the biggest things that we focus on here, right? Is expecting the unexpected, because people are always on the search for some system that has less than 15% drawdown or less than 5%. And, you know, they look at the last couple months of results or the last week of results. They're like, oh, this is perfect. And they realize they jump in and their account size is not what was needed, and MyFX book was fudged. And you look at the trade history and they barely have any trades. You know, for us, we have almost 1,000 trades. We have a profit factor of almost 2.5. A profitable trading system is 1.0 or above, right? So we're 2.5 times past that. We have a ton of trading history. We're winning our longs, we're winning our shorts. We have our best trades, bringing in a ton of profit. We have a positive pip return, right? So people are just taking small glimpses at small systems and thinking it's, you know, the perfect thing ever, and then they hop in and they get very disappointed. That's why I try to make the expectations very clear right off the bat, right? You're going to get a consistent profit every month, and you're just going to expect that you're going to draw down at some point, right? At some point, it's unavoidable. Factor that can't be solved. Doesn't matter what system you choose, you're just looking at a small glimpse in its history. There's no way of avoiding drawdown. And that's why, you know, a lot of people approach me with these challenge accounts. Oh, I want to, you know, run this FTMO account, and these are my strict limits, and if I don't meet them, I don't pass. And you know, that's a topic for another video, but in short, those systems and those providers are designed to just take your subscriptions, and they know mathematically that you're going to fail these accounts. Even if you pass, you still have to continue to stay within their small limits, and it's just a matter of time until the market moves, regardless of whether you're long or short, against you, and then you get kicked out, right? But if you look at the monthly results, you know, you're gonna see consistent gains, right? You're gonna have some slow months, you're gonna have some killer months, you're gonna have everything in between. And the goal here is just compounding, right? So 10% this month and 10% next month is more than 10%, because your balance last month is more than it was this month, right? So over time, you're gonna win, and you're gonna win massively. Now, if you are interested in learning about the Medallion EA's settings, I do offer a PDF that dives into everything. Of course, I'm not going to bore you with every setting in this video, but I will provide a link down in the notes that will give you this PDF. You'll be able to download it right away. And some of the fun stuff about this PDF is that it actually talks about recommended starting balances and some of the ways that you can scale your accounts. So I go into different ways of scaling accounts from anywhere from $2,500 all the way to $25,000 and above. And once again, these are not set in stone. These are just benchmarks for you to check out. Now, some of the best parts of this PDF is that it actually goes into other topics such as drawdown and trader psychology, managing your emotions, and a bunch of other good tips and tricks for some of the common pitfalls that Forex traders might find themselves into. So one of my recommendations here is that you should read this PDF from start to finish and then read it again, because you certainly missed something, and the second time you read it, it's going to stick with you a lot better, because this talks about everything from black swan events to dealing with drawdown and what is normal, what is not normal, how to pay yourself, managing your capital, from everything from top to bottom, just complete expectations of what you should expect when using this software. When it comes to brokers, there are some requirements. Some brokers won't work. Some brokers will work better than others. I'm going to place some links in the notes of this video as well. I'm going to give you two options. And what we're going for is the unregulated and trusted brokers, right? So I'd love to use a regulated and trusted broker, but the issue is those come with restrictions. So any broker that has less than 1 to 200 leverage won't work. Any broker that doesn't allow you to hedge, any broker that has FIFO rules, first in, first out, those will not work. Basically any US brokers or anything like that just completely won't work. But what we're shooting for is these unregulated and trusted brokers, and they're having higher leverage. They don't have trading restrictions. They let you fund in crypto. They're not sharing your account information with third-party agencies. And it's just a better way of trading Forex, going with some of the top unregulated brokers versus trying to fish up your own, and it might be a bottom of the barrel broker. It might just be a complete scam to begin with. So the first recommended broker that I have is LiquidFX. They're great. They have a 1 to 200 leverage ECN trading account that you can open up. It'll work fine. The only issue is the deposit and withdrawal methods, right? They only offer crypto and VLOAD. And that's cool if you are savvy with crypto or savvy with VLOAD. And if not, then there can be a bunch of hoops to jump through. My number one option really is ElmFX, right? They have a 1 to 1,000 leverage account. They have great spreads, great execution, and a ton of deposit and withdrawal options. They have Bitcoin, they have credit cards, they have Instacoins where you can use your credit card to buy crypto, wire transfers from your bank, you name it. And withdrawals, the same thing. Wire transfers out, Bitcoin, VLOAD, whatever you need. It really is just more options and more ways to get you in on the software. And regardless of which broker you choose, they're all reliable. There's no known issues that we've had with them, and we've been with them since 2017 most of the time. Withdrawals have just taken just a few hours. And the best part of withdrawals, there's no fees. Some brokers will charge you 5%, 3%, whatever it might be. These brokers, no fees whatsoever. So it's ideal for using these brokers to trade the Medallion EA. You can use your own broker. You can use whatever you can find, 1 to 200 leverage. I just am not familiar with how these brokers operate. There's a lot of white labeling that goes on, a lot of instability, and if you want the best results, you're gonna go with these brokers. But that wraps up pretty much everything you need to know about the Medallion EA system. I'm just going to go over a quick guide on how to make the purchase, where you need to go, and what to do. It's a very streamlined process. I remotely set everything up for you. So the first thing you're going to do is go to FueledByForexTrading.com. You can either click memberships or the buy now button. Either way, it's going to bring you to the Medallion Automated System. You can add it to your cart. You can view your cart, purchase as many as you want, check out, enter in your information, and from there you're going to get an automated email immediately. It's going to have a couple more steps for you. The first one is just signing a document. Document's going to come right to your email. Just give it a quick signature, you're good to go. From there you're going to purchase a VPS, and the link is going to be in the email. It's going to be very easy. You're just going to purchase the cheapest Solo NL VPS right here. You can leave all this blank, hit continue, and make your purchase. They are going to email you login details that I'll need, so I'll request that. I'll request your MT4 login details, and then from there I'll work on getting you set up. Pretty much not shortly after, I'll confirm your setup and you'll be in. You'll be invited to a Facebook group. You'll be invited to a Telegram group. You'll have all my contact information, how to get a hold of me anytime, chat with other members, and be able to monitor your results on a daily basis just from your phone. You know, you don't need a computer, you don't need a laptop. Heck, you could do it from a flip phone if you really had to. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I hope I answered a lot of your questions. I hope you join the Medallion EA. I look forward to your arrival. And be sure to like and subscribe to this video.